What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we are going to be analysing the Manchester City home match against Leicester City in the Premier League, the match reaction, match review, whatever you want to call it. Before we crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you're enjoying the content, then make sure you subscribe and press that red button, press the bell, put your push notifications on to help support my channel. We're aiming for 5,200 subscribers by Christmas Day, so any help towards that would be much appreciated at this moment in time. At the time of recording, we're only 63 subscribers away, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. Make sure also you go and check out my social medias, which you can find in the description below and popping up on screen for my Twitter and Instagram. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and also got an announcement that we are bringing back daily transfer updates for Manchester City throughout all of January 2020. So my email's in the description below. If anyone wants to hit me up with any sponsorships or discuss anything like that, then let me know via my email, which you can find in the description below, or simply it's just jsgc171@gmail.com. So we're going to crack on with this video, and we're first up going to be speaking about the teams. Surprisingly, City went with Gundogan ahead of Rodri, which was a surprise, and I was a bit sceptical about that, but there we go. Bernardo Silva looked like he was going to be playing in the centre. Did make a note that perhaps Raheem Sterling might be going into the centre, possibly Mahrez on the left and Bernardo on the right, but throughout the game it looked like Bernardo in the centre, as Raheem Sterling and Riyad Mahrez occupied out wide. Gabriel Jesus up top, as we saw Sergio Aguero come back and he was on the bench, so that's good to see. Mendy out on the left, ahead of Angelino and Zinchenko. Kyle Walker ahead of Cancelo at right back. For Leicester, 4-5-1, Iheanacho on the bench. I think Albrighton and Gray on the bench too. Surprised with pace, because I thought Leicester would go with a lot of pace, particularly out wide, and look to get 2 or 3 good counter-attacks going, and getting 2 or 3 players forward and running at City's defence and creating all kinds of space, like what Manchester United did with not just Rashford but also got players like Martial and James, which caused devastation to City. That's what I thought Leicester would do. Instead they went with Vardy up front, which was their pace, and then went with also Perez and Barnes occupying out wide, which, like I said, I thought they'd have gone with Gray and possibly Albrighton, but there we go. Elsewhere, though, we saw it's Maddison starting in the just behind Jamie Vardy, as we saw Tielemans and Ndidi occupying the centre of midfield, as it was Soyuncu and Evans starting at centre back, with Piera and Chilwell starting as their wing backs, and Kasper Schmeichel in net, so no surprises there really, but it looked like Leicester were setting up for the counter attack and trying to get a 5 in midfield to try and stop City's domination. Obviously a little bit fearful of what Kevin De Bruyne did against Arsenal, that they weren't hoping to allow him too much space. Yeah. First half, City dominant really. Kevin De Bruyne, speaking of him, ended up hitting the outside of the post as it went just, well, ended up going out of play. So, yeah, there we go. Very frustrating. Always looking to get that first goal and put Leicester under pressure. But instead, here we go again. 22 minutes in. Good play out from the back, really, from Leicester. Ball was played. Jamie Vardy ends up running, knocking the ball ahead, and just leaves Fernandinho for dead, really. Ends up getting one-on-one with Ederson. Ederson advances, and Vardy, with a lovely finish, I will add, chips Ederson and into the back of the net. Really good finish. Really disappointing from City. I know we've won this game, but we need to cut it out of our game. Not only do we need to go and sign a quick centre-back, but we need to start cutting it out of our game of going behind and putting ourselves under pressure, because the more we do it, the more the pressure is going to build, the more likely we are to drop points. Like, we're a team that relies on scoring goals and putting our oppositions under pressure, and so scoring first is the easiest way of doing that. So when we go in behind, as numerous times it's happened this season, the majority of the time we are more than capable of coming back, but just like every now and then you run the risk that it's not going to happen and dropping more points. We're at a point in the season where we just need to win and win and win and win. So yeah, just trying to cut out of our game. That's something that we do need to focus on. Obviously, we've not been stung in this game, but it could have been also different. 30 minutes in though, Riyad Mahrez ended up levelling. He cut in onto his left foot, tried really hard in this game. Riyad Mahrez is playing like he had a point to prove against his former club, and it showed. He had his best game, I thought, in a City shirt. Shoots with his left foot, takes a deflection as Soyuncu sticks out a foot, ends up hitting his foot and just gliding past Kasper Schmeichel into the back of the net. And just a look I felt that we needed and probably deserved, because I felt like we didn't play bad at all in this game. We played really well, and so to get back level terms after Leicester managed to create their opportunity and score, we managed to get on the score sheet, get it back to 1-1, and yeah, try and build that pressure. The pressure told. 43 minutes in, Raheem Sterling goes down under a challenge in the penalty area from Piera. Mike Dean, no hesitation, points to the spot, penalty given. VAR has a look, penalty given. I don't want to say like there was minimal contact, like it was a rash challenge, didn't need to be making the challenge. There is contact there. Raheem Sterling goes down. The penalty is given like outside the area, and there's contact, and you miss the ball and you take the man. My philosophy is it's a penalty. Like, it's a free kick outside the area, it's in their area, it's a penalty. Penalty given. Ilkay Gundogan tucks it away for 2-1 to Manchester City just before half-time. Wasn't the greatest of penalties. There was enough power and it was nice and low. Like, if you're going to shoot like how Gundogan shoot, you're going to do it with power and you're going to do it low. Schmeichel gets a good hand onto it but can't keep it out because it's so low. It's very difficult to be able to get your hand at that pace, get your hand under it and push it away. Gets his fingers onto it, but ends up just pushing it into the corner of the net. Not the greatest of penalties, like I said, but it'll do. 2-1 to Manchester City. And to me, I felt like it was a deserved lead that we had. So we went in at half-time. We dominated. We were testing Leicester. We were putting them under pressure. We were creating opportunities. And we were scoring goals. Like, the only problem that we had was Jamie Vardy up front. He's, I think he's 33 now, and he doesn't seem to be losing his pace. Like, he made Fernandinho and Nicolas Otamendi just look really, really slow. As though we definitely need to be signing a quicker centre-back. Like, we could bring Aymeric Laporte back, but we've still got Otamendi or Fernandinho playing. And I'm sure that when we play Leicester at the King Power Stadium next year, they're going to do the exact same. Like, one of them centre-backs will be playing. So that is something that does need addressing. A nice, big, ball-playing, physical centre-back that can run. John Stones also, to me anyway, isn't the answer. But time and time again, there are going to be teams that will start to test City more and more with the pace up front and just look to run at City, and it's something that we've not really found a solution for other than just scoring goals, and we'll score more than you seems to be the philosophy, which if it works it works. But yes, I'm nitpicking. It's like we're looking for perfection, but Pep's a perfectionist. He'll be looking for that too. Mahrez was having a great game, like I said, having a point to prove. Mendy was doing well, Bernardo Silva in the centre too. That was my half-time thoughts. Into the second half, 69 minutes in, Gabriel Jesus ended up sealing the game 3-1. Wonderful work by Kevin De Bruyne, gets down on the right-hand side, puts a lovely ball across, cuts off all the Leicester defence, and Gabriel Jesus taps in, but it isn't an easy finish at all. He's sliding in, it has to be perfectly timed. He does get it perfectly timed, slides in and puts it into the back of the net. His first home goal in the Premier League since January, which amazes me, it really does, but he's just starting to develop really nicely, in my opinion. Whilst Aguero's been injured, he seems to me to be getting better. He drops deeper, he works hard for the team. I'd start him versus Wolves. I thought he had a good game against Arsenal. He's had a good game here. I'd be starting. Like, striker's job is to score goals, but he doesn't have to score goals. He just has to work well for the team. I mean, look at Roberto Firmino and how important he is to Liverpool. Doesn't score in every single game. Like, the headlines are always grabbed by Salah and always grabbed by Sadio Mane, who are having great seasons. But Roberto Firmino he works really hard for the team, drops deeper, and it allows these players the space, like the Sterlings for us, and the Riyad Mahrezes, and the Bernardo Silvas, and the Kevin De Bruynes, and so it works. So I'll be playing him versus Wolves, in my opinion. Full time though, 3-1, decent result, really decent from us. Coming back from behind against a top quality side like Leicester, I'm not going to take this result for granted. I thought it was a wonderful performance, and we got a wonderful result to go with it. Told you it'd be both teams to score, so if anyone took my betting advice, kudos. Gabriel Jesus said he'd tip to score too. I did tip Kevin De Bruyne to score too, but he got an assist. I mean, that's a good betting tip. Kevin De Bruyne assist. So 63% possession for City, 37% possession for Leicester. 5 opportunities created for Leicester, 2 on target, 1 goal. Okay, 23 opportunities created for City, 12 shots on target, which is a good turn for 23 shots. 3 goals to show for our 12 on target, which again, that's not too bad. That is always what we're looking for. 684 passes, 90% pass completion rate. Good from us. Leicester, just under 400 passes, so 397 passes at an 82% pass completion rate, which is they're a decent team, Leicester. They played really well. 3 clear-cut opportunities created for City, 2 created for Leicester. In terms of crosses, neither side that brilliant, so I won't even cover that stat. But in terms of dribbles, 10 completed dribbles in attempted out of 16 for City, 7 out of 17 for Leicester. So really good on our dribbles in this game. More corners for City. Leicester ended up having more offside, playing the higher line, trying to get in and behind City, so that doesn't surprise me. More recoveries made by Leicester, more tackles made by City. We was more successful in our tackles, attempting 18 and connecting with, or successfully tackling in 9. Leicester successfully tackling 6 times out of their attempted 14. More interceptions, more blocks, more clearances, more headed clearances, and better aerial duels from Leicester. Not many teams have better aerial duels than City, but there we go. Leicester did. Like I said, Leicester are a really top quality side. We needed to be at our best to get a good result. And we were. So kudos to Leicester. I'm almost certain they'll be in the top 4 come the end of the season. Top 3 even, I reckon. But Leicester, they played really well on the counter-attack. Great pace shown by an ageing Jamie Vardy, who seems to just be getting better with time. Like mature fine wine, Jamie Vardy. So, yeah, brilliant finish from him for the goal too. Good play and good football all round. They're a decent team, Leicester. A well-drilled side. I do feel like one of their weaknesses is their defence. I feel like their defence, when targeted, can be got at, and it did. Well, it was got at. It wasn't as solid as some of the other defences, but they weren't willing to sit there with 10 men behind the ball and park the bus all game, which is to their detriment maybe. But if this was at the King Power Stadium, I feel like this would probably be a different story. So I feel like they're a good side. Leicester, they're still second at Christmas, so that's a very decent turnout for them. They've got Liverpool in their next game at home at the King Power Stadium, so we'll have to see what happens there. That is on Boxing Day. City play afterwards, so we can see what happens with that result. It means if Leicester drop points, that City will go second if we beat Wolves. But if Leicester can beat Liverpool, and we know that if we can win our game, all of a sudden that 11 points is cut down to 8 with Liverpool having a game in hand, and all of a sudden the points tally go, you know what I mean, it's like sitting at like 14 bordering on 17, and all of a sudden it's down to 8 with them having a game in hand if they lose that game, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean, like things just start to happen. So it'll be interesting to see how Liverpool respond. I think that'll be a very good game. Leicester's just lost, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. Pretty much a no losing situation for City. It's like we either go for second place or Liverpool drop points and we make gains on them. Yeah. So for us, Mendy, I thought was great. He seems to be getting better and better with more of the game time he's playing. So it'll be. I don't want him to get injured. Like he just starts to make progress, then seems to always get injured. So we need to just be careful on that and just a bit. Well, conservative when it comes to that. Bernardo Silva in the centre worked really well. It's something I would like to see more of, and we have done in previous seasons. I'd like to see it a little bit more, just to allow David Silva just to be able to play when he needs to play, and Phil Foden to play when we want him to play. Gabriel Jesus is developing well. Thought Riyad Mahrez had his best game in a City shirt, and he gets my well-deserved JSGC man of the match. Like I said, our next game is Wolves on the 27th. Got a bit of a rest. We can go and enjoy Christmas. We're 1 point behind Leicester. Got a better goal difference, 11 points behind Liverpool. They've got a game in hand. They're playing Leicester in their next game. We'll see where we go from there. Let's just try and focus though on getting second, enjoying Christmas, and moving on to that difficult game at the Molineux. We lost against Manchester United. We needed a response. We beat Dinamo Zagreb. We had a great result against Arsenal. We beat Oxford. We're through to the semi-final. We've got a chance for revenge on Manchester United. We had a difficult home match against Leicester. We've beaten them and played really well. We've now got a difficult away match to come against Wolves before we look to 2 home games on the 29th against Sheffield United, and then New Year's Day going up against Everton, who've just employed Carlo Ancelotti. So we've got some difficult games coming up. If we can win all these, we'll take it from there, but we do need to win them all. My conclusion, slowly but surely, we're getting our mojo back. So there we go, that's been the video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said before, my email if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos, particularly during the transfer season, because I will be getting doing daily transfer videos and getting views and watch time and everything like that. So just hit me up in the emails if you're interested in sponsoring me for anything. Don't forget also, you can go check out my social media links in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you are new around here. 5,200 subscribers is the aim by Christmas Day. 63 subscribers away. Any help to us, that would be much appreciated. So don't forget to subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, put your push notifications on. Great result. I'll see you all again for the next video. We've got plenty of videos coming out over the festive period, so stay tuned for that. So it's been JSGC, and we'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.